Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, Jasmine Easley. Hello, Living Better with Style _ Rucker. Hello, Tiffany Chanel. I am listening to you as well. You have a premiere that's going on now. So I am hanging in there with you too, dear. So give me just a second here. Let me open up my screen so you guys can see today's topic. Let's see. I'm going to share my screen out here. And I have to, this is thanks to the lovely Jasmine Easley. She taught me how to do this. So I thank you very much, Miss Jasmine. And just a second, let me open it up here. And of course, it's going to take a few seconds for you guys to see it. So I thought I was doing pretty good with getting this up and ready for you. How's everybody's day going? So I'm going to give people a few minutes to come in, and I'll give them maybe about 5 minutes. And if I don't see anybody coming, it's business as usual. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you so much. And I guess I better make this a big screen too. There we go. So of all days, my neighbors are deciding to cut down limbs and trees and all kind of noise this late in the evening. So I hope you guys do not hear the noise. I do apologize. So I left the room with the bird to come up to the room where you can really hear all the noise on the outside. Thank you for sharing me out, Jasmine. I appreciate it. Well, I don't know how long there's going to be for Tiffany's premiere. So I should go over and let us look at her premiere and then come back to it. What do you guys think about that? So we won't miss it. Okay. I don't know why hers didn't. There it is. It didn't come up on my phone. That is so weird. Short bus pull up. Hello, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Big drip. Hold up. Hey, Vern's Junk Closet. How are you? Candy C. Hello. How's everybody doing today? Oh, that noise is driving me absolutely bonkers. Oh my goodness. I cannot hear myself think. Okay, so let's try that, Jasmine. Let's go over to Tiffany's live. I mean, to her premiere. So give me just a second. Hello, WH Outdoor. Thank you for coming. What I am about to do is put up on the screen here another channel so that we can look at a premiere for Tiffany Chanel. She's a wonderful content creator. And then once we finish with her premiere, we're going to come back over and talk on our topic today, which is the natural products that we can use to help our bodies. So give me just a second. We're going to go over to see Tiffany Chanel. So let's see.
After watching the video, I had a chance to chat with her and the foodie duo and some other ladies.
Hey,
And
Jasmine, can you let me know if you can see the
Auntie
video?
Yo-Yo, as I would like to call her, challenged us to make the same video. And so, Auntie Yo-Yo, I'm making this video, and hopefully it touches someone. Let's get into it. So, Auntie Yo-Yo says we need to go back to using photo albums. And so here's my photo album. I have a lot of pictures on my phone and on my external hard drive, but just for this, I brought my photo album. So let's start with my younger years when I was just a baby girl, as I'd like to call my little girl, baby girl. What would I tell that girl? Baby girl, you just don't know how blessed you are to have the love and support of your family. Your mother, father, and brother are truly your ride or dies. Never forget that. Now, if I flip the page a little bit as I get a bit older, let's look at this picture. Tiff, the little stuff that concerns you now does not even compare to the concerns you will have in your adulthood. So enjoy your childhood while you still can. So flipping some more through the pages of my photo album, and I see this picture. Well, you managed to graduate with honors. You definitely studied hard. But I must say, you should have focused more on learning than just getting A's. But that's okay. You don't know it now, but you'll get another chance at this in graduate school. And as I got a bit older and thought I knew everything, I look at this picture and I'd say, so you think your parents don't understand you? They do. But there may come a time in your life when no one fully understands except God. And that's okay. And then moving along to graduate school. Well, girlie, you worked a few years and you thought you had it all. You made quite a bit of money working in consulting. But wow, did you really just graduate from one of the top 20 schools in the nation with honors? And got your MBA. Glad your admissions counselor didn't allow you to quit when you thought you weren't cut out for it. Oh, and by the way, some people may not like your success or understand the calling that God has on your life. Stay clear of them and pray for them from a distance.
Amen.
You'll understand why later on in life. So fast forward a few years later, and I look at these pictures. How on earth did you let yourself get this big while pregnant? Well, your weight gain is the least of your concerns at this point. Remember that dream that God gave you?
You're beautiful.
That you were battling 3 demons? One was your weight, the other was your finances, and the third was your marriage. Well, you have no idea that what is supposed to be the most precious time of your life is about to be one of the toughest times of your life. But do your best to enjoy every precious moment. Shortly after having baby girl, I went through a tough time and went through a divorce. And during that time, I struggled. I struggled to pay my bills. I struggled looking after my daughter, let alone taking care of myself. And that was a really tough time. When I look back at this picture, I would tell myself, so you feel like throwing in the towel on life. So you feel like throwing in the towel on life. People who you were there for seem to be nowhere around right now. Pay close attention to the ones that are there for you when you're at your lowest. Those people will be the ones you can trust when you're at your best. But don't throw in the towel. Keep pushing through. You don't know this now, but your test will become your testimony to help so many others experiencing similar challenges. You are so much stronger than you realize.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I look at myself today, I'd say, you're still not done. You have so much more to accomplish. The best is yet to come. Well, I hope you enjoyed this short segment of what I would tell my younger self. I am so looking forward to making another video like this some years from now. And I'm looking forward to the best that is yet to come. Thanks once again, my Fit fans, for tuning into another segment of Fit with Fit 100, your one-stop shop for everything fit. From being fit in your finances, fit inside your body, and fit in your thoughts. Please don't be a stranger. You can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook. And until next time, always stay fit in your thoughts. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
Okay, guys, go ahead and take this off. We'll go on back to our live stream here. I have so many tabs open up on my screen. So welcome back. Thank you guys for being so patient and following through and looking at that premiere. It was very nice. Okay, so today I was going to talk about natural products that will benefit your body. I have to give a disclaimer that I am not a doctor, and I'm only speaking from experiences and with references that I have dealt with on my own. I wanted to go over and give you guys a proven theory, and it's based on the word consistency and habit. And as we know, consistency, the concept of consistency, that means that you're making your accounting methods of once you adopted this and you've applied the consistency that you intend to accomplish and become successful in life. So I'm just going to break this down. You all can read habit, meaning that it's a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. So when I talk about consistency, when you start doing things on a consistent, regular basis, you're very welcome, Tiffany Chanel. Thank you. Once you do things consistently and it becomes habit, you kind of look for you do it without even thinking, number one. So I'm telling you these things before I go over the items that I'm talking to you about, because a lot of people tend to think that if they take something, it's supposed to, if you do something, it's supposed to happen immediately. You did not get in your condition overnight. Therefore, you should not expect your changes to happen overnight. So I want to give you guys a few seconds if you want to read over that, but I think most of you know what consistency and habit means. Consistency, there are 5 reasons why consistency is an important habit. And I find this to be very true. Consistency definitely builds discipline and self control. It builds a higher level of trust. Consistency will lead to progress. Our self-confidence, which will help us set bigger and more challenging goals. Because when you become consistent and you're progressing and you're meeting these guidelines and deadlines, you feel so good with it that you just keep adding on to your progress. So, and then your next one is you will create accountability. And I have a fitness notebook that I started working on. Hey, Cubs Den, welcome. Hey, my niece, thank you for stopping in. So when you deal with creating accountability, I have a book that I am working, a fitness book that is called Accountability. So if you make yourself accountable for what your own actions, you tend to do a whole lot better than you think you would. And then the final one is it will help you stand out and you will be noticed. So somebody brought up a comment to me the other day about being here on YouTube, and how if you do not actually, hello, alien believers, hello, thank you for coming, welcome. Be sure to give me the thumbs up. I appreciate you coming in. So if you are on YouTube, for example, if you are just doing little small things, but you do it regularly, people start to notice you. So you're being accountable, you're building the trust, and your progress is making things happen. So, with that being said, if you are doing even the smallest thing, so if you do a premiere, like Jasmine, for instance, she does the prayer. She sends out the prayer, and then today she started one for Wednesday, Motivational Wednesday, or Everybody Loves Jess. She does motivational Monday, and she does it every Monday without a doubt. You're gonna get something from Everybody Loves Jess. So because something as small as a motivational 5-minute premiere, everybody starts to look for it. So I'm putting this into contents before I move forward. I just want everybody to depend on to speak consistency in their life, because we as humans, we tend to give up when things doesn't show results within a week, and we cannot expect those changes to happen overnight with our health, especially because it didn't happen overnight. So we have to begin to be consistent and follow through. So consistency. Thank you, Tiffany, for agreeing. You're right. And I'm sorry, Jasmine, it's Wisdom Wednesday. I apologize. So yes, consistency. You have to speak consistency in your life. Habit. I tell people, if I tell the kids, if you go to bed every night at the same time and you miss a night going to bed at that 8 o'clock hour, guess what? You're gonna feel it. But you're not gonna think twice about it because you know it's 8:05. You're supposed to be asleep. You're gonna drop like the light switch being turned off. So you have to speak these things into existence that you cannot depend on things happening overnight because me, for one, I can tell you 100%, I did not top the scale at 300 pounds overnight. No, I didn't. No, I did not. No, I did not. But when I did finally take it into the fact that I had gotten that big, I had to knock those walls down, but it took a while. Don't get me wrong. I did not start 100 and stay 100. I had to get off, get on, get off, get on. It wasn't until it affected my health so badly that I had to become consistent. I had to form good habits. So I wanted to talk to you starting with that first. But we all have missing pieces to the puzzle. And in this instance, the missing pieces is our body. We cannot diagnose, nor can I say what is missing. I am speaking today from my personal experiences, and I pray you will research your symptoms and find the natural products that will fill the missing pieces in your body. So I'm going to talk about some of the items that I use, and I think Tiffany Chanel uses them. I don't know about anybody else, but if you are using these items, let me know how does it help you. The first one is the Bragg's apple cider vinegar with the mother. This one started out as a popular home remedy, and many people used it for cooking and for medicine. But also, one thing that's not on this list, they used it also for cleaning. So, this is that one stop shop natural remedy that you can use for just about everything. But the important thing about it, yes, Tiffany, yes, you had it with your tea on yesterday. Yes, yes, yes. I do it every day. And I'm not like the typical person that will mix it with water or tea or whatever. I do put it in my smoothies that I make. I put a dash in there. But I also and when I get to some of the other reasons you take it, I'll take a shot glass and just drink it down like a sailor. Just take it down. But this apple cider vinegar with the mother has so many nutritional values. It is unbelievable. And I only listed a few. The list goes on and on and on and on. And guys, I only tried to list the ones that had backing that was done by scientific research or they've had trial samples that was done among other people. So they have track records of it. So I only used the symptoms that they said it worked for. You put it on your salad sometimes, but mix it with, yes. And I'll tell you why when I get to that symptom that I was having, why I started doing that way, and you'll understand why. But one of the things that it really drew my attention with the apple cider vinegar is that, of course, it is a antimicrobial. Ugh, I knew I was going to say this word wrong, and I keep saying it like this. I used to get in trouble with this in my microbiology class all the time. My antioxidants and evidence that suggests that it may offer health benefits such as aiding weight loss. And it did. Some people have some problems, but each person's life and demons are different. And with me, it's not weight issues, it's sleeping and problems. Yes, actually, yes, you're right. Some of these items will help you. Hello, WH Outdoors. Thank you for coming and staying in here with us. Thank you so much. Yes, you're right. With sleep, there are many things that you can do for sleeping. And one of them I will talk about on Friday, but I will hint you on to that today. There's I don't know, some people I have a problem with sleeping. I don't sleep I'm 20 away from 400. Okay, dear. So this, thank you, comes in. Thank you. So we are not. This is not a growth string, but if you want to connect to someone, what you will need to do is put a um, go ahead and put a piece of fruit by the person's name, letting them know that you want to connect with them that way. And then once you guys have done the right thing, then you can come back and put a piece of fruit and a vegetable, anything but an eggplant, next to the person's name. Okay. Um, so again, back to the conversation about sleeping. Yes, sleeping is a problem, and I do have a problem with sleeping. My sleeping is off whack. I've tried medication. I've tried, and that's prescribed medication. And the only thing that seems to work for me is to meditate. But I'm not going to talk about meditation on here. There are other things that you can do also, dear, that you can do the research on and get some natural remedies for that. There are certain teas that you can drink that will help you to sleep. Chamomile tea works, green tea works. Um, there's what is that? Turmeric tea will help also. That's fine, WH Outdoor. We understand. You're good. I'm just happy that you're here. And at the end of the live, if we are not family, I will look at your video and I will make it happen. So if we're not family, you can go ahead and look at one of my videos and you can start on that side. So I know Tiffany uses tea to help her relax also, but there's a lot of teas that you can drink there for relaxing. You're welcome. Exercise is another one. I don't know what your exercise level is. Stretching, um, breathing treatments will help you sleep as well. Are you a big exerciser? So since the slide has been up, there's just so many benefits for apple cider vinegar that you can use. The big one for me is that, of course, it was weight loss, of course. And here's the one, Tiffany, why I started drinking the apple cider vinegar straight. It was because of the heartburn. And this was, of course, back in the day when I was eating meat. And I went to a cookout. I was throwing down on the barbecue grill, and the the meat was like the barbecue grill, not the barbecue. I'm sorry, the barbecue, the beef ribs and things like that. But it would not go down. I could not digest it. Then I found out that, of course, I could not digest like spaghetti, and it would just stick in my throat, and it just would not digest. And then someone said, "Why don't you drink some apple cider vinegar with the mother?" And it definitely helped. So that's how I'm a believer in the apple cider vinegar. Okay, you're 150 at 5'11. Might call me skinny. Well, but you always need the exercise. So you mentioned that you could definitely use more exercise. Try definitely stretching. Walking does it for you. And if you do it right around your bedtime, it seems to make you rest more. So you go take your walk, and then of course you come in, take your shower, drink your cup of tea, and you should sleep very well. And the other big thing about the apple cider vinegar, of course, is that it promotes alkaline, which it is impossible for cancer to survive in an alkaline body because it will actually fight. So it's a cancer fighter. So that's one of my bigger ones too, that it's a cancer fighter. It helps you with colds, flus. It will mix it in with some honey and lemon, and you're good to go. I've had people to have um, try water it's 8 o'clock. Tea. Yes, excuse me, guys. That's my computer telling me what time it is. But yes, definitely try to walk and get you some green tea and see if it works. And let me know if it works for you. Please let me know, because when I'm giving the lives, I can actually give the updates to other people. So that would be great if you can do that for me. So yes, but it is a cancer fighter. So that was one other reason that I liked it. It lowers your blood sugar levels and it manages diabetes. So this thing has so many different agents in it that's just so healthy for you, and it kills the harmful bacteria. I mean, the list goes on. And if you go out and you Google it, just don't use Google lightly. Do it on the educational side, and you'll find all of the benefits that the apple cider vinegar has for you. And the next one is garlic. I've known people to take garlic and they will put it, let's see, I love using Bragg's apple cider vinegar for my swollen feet. Oh, awesome. Then does that help you as well? Thank you, dear alien believers. Thank you so much. So does it help with the swelling? Do you soak, you say you soak it, or do you just rub it on your foot? Living better. I see a lot of people like that apple cider vinegar. You do both. Okay, awesome. Awesome. You know, I'm going to actually do a premiere on a particular Epsom salt too. But that's a good one. If it works for you, that is awesome. How often do you use it, and how long do you soak with the apple cider vinegar? I will tell you this also. People that are diabetic and have other type of illnesses, they get that hard, rough skin on their heel of the foot. If they soak their feet in that apple cider vinegar for with some warm water and a teaspoon, about a quarter of a cup of Listerine, the dead skin will roll off your feet. I found that on, I want to say it was Facebook, and it actually works wonders. So again, the apple cider vinegar is a beast. It has a lot of benefits. So with garlic, garlic is uh, immunity booster. It's also a cancer killer. It kills the cancer cells. It works for anti-inflammatory. And that's something that I deal with because of the fact that I have multiple sclerosis. About 30 minutes or longer. Great, great. That's a good thing. I'm glad it's working for you. I'm glad it works for you. So with multiple sclerosis, I am a walking ball of inflammation. So I have to try and find things that will help deter the um, inflammation. It minimizes the inflammation. And these are some of the things that I'm pulling up today for inflammation. So if anybody is dealing with cancer, diabetes, multiple sclerosis, lupus, any of those type of diseases, inflammation is, it wreaks havoc on our body. And some of the average people can eat cheese and things like that, and it never bothers them. But with people that are disease oriented with the cancer or the MS and things like that, we don't need any help in that department. So we really have to watch what we eat. So garlic is one that helps fight off of that. It improves your cardiovascular health. It improves your cholesterol. And the one thing that I did not know until I did a little research on this was that garlic actually gives you better hair and skin. I did not know that. But it also protects your food. But last but not least, boy, oh boy, oh boy, garlic sure do taste good in some food. I love, love, love garlic. So garlic is another benefit that you could use for your health. I didn't know that either, Cubs Den. I did not. I did not. And I eat a lot of garlic, but I think they want you to eat. Now, see, this is the thing. I cannot, I probably could. It's been as though I can just take down a cup of apple cider vinegar. If it meant the world to me, I could. I can't eat raw garlic. I cannot. My husband, he puts it in his smoothie. I cannot. Yes, garlic mashed potatoes. Yes, ma'am. I can eat it cooked, but I cannot eat it raw. But I'm seeing now that they're advertising garlic oil. Now, my grandmother used to take garlic and she would put it in water and she would let it just sit for a day or so and then she drinks the water. But I will tell you this for those of you that have animals, can't chew it raw. I can't either. I cannot. And it's very powerful too. I strong. I can't do that. But my grandmother, I'm sorry, we had dogs, and if to get rid of fleas, if you put garlic cloves in the bottom of their water and 2 pennies, they don't get fleas. So if you have a dog, try that. You will be amazed at what that garlic does. So I was very shocked at that as well. So the next couple of items I'm going to talk to you about is ginger. Love ginger. I love ginger tea. I love ginger lemonade. I probably should have given you a recipe for ginger green lemonade. It is so yummy. But ginger has a lot of benefits as well. It curbs the cancer growth, lowers your blood sugar and cholesterol. It protects against diseases, and my favorite, it relieves indigestion. So if you cannot get something to digest, get you some ginger tea, and it works wonders. And it also does. I did not know this either that it was mouth healthy. I did not know that either. Um, I did know that it will calm you. So garlic and water. But yes, you put it in the bottom. Don't give them the. If you put it in the bottom of the water, it's gonna go to the bottom of the container. The dog is not gonna eat it because I will. Most people will put a lot of water in the container, so the dog never gets to the garlic. Yep, a garlic clove in the water and 2 pennies. My dog never had fleas, never. And we had 5 dogs at one time, and none of them had fleas. Garlic water. My dad used to make one every week. So yes, living better. Yes, yes. Okay, Tiffany. Thank you for joining. I do know what today is for you. So bless you, and I will see you on the next channel. So be safe. God bless you. Yes, a penny. We would put 2 pennies in the bottom of their water. And you always change the water and they never get low, so they can't get to the we use because we had big dogs, so we would put the big buckets out. So yes, they didn't get to it and it didn't bother them. And each and every one of them died of natural causes. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you long time. Let's see. Tiffany did say she used to do something. Oh, ginger is really good for you. I put ginger on turmeric in my tea. Yes. Guys, there's a turmeric, and maybe next time you guys let me know if you think I should do um, a video with some of the juices that I make for using these items, especially ginger and turmeric. Can't do the garlic, I just couldn't. It's something about the copper and the garlic, alien believers, and I tell you, the the veterinarian told us to do it, and it worked. I got that from the veterinarian. Yeah, the penny, something with the copper. Just do a video. I still need to edit mine. I've been slacking on I haven't been consistent with my videos, guys. But I will have one up on Friday. But yes, ginger is really, really good. But it eases arthritis symptoms and sore muscles. So when you start walking or exercising, it calms nausea. When if you're nauseated, it will help with those things. So ginger is really, really a good, good source. I actually am growing ginger and turmeric. They're from the same family, but I love ginger. Love it. It's strong. I cook it with my vegetables too. So again, like I said in the beginning, if you're trying to do things, don't expect it to happen overnight, but also don't overkill because sometimes I can overkill myself with things. So yes, yes, Jasmine, yes, yes. Allergies. Turmeric does that as well, Jasmine, which was the next one, turmeric. So turmeric, and again, it is related to ginger. It has the yellow color. It's used in India and South Asia and all these other places, but it's used now for medicinal purposes. It helps people with breathing problems. So when you have like a cold, or even like with Coco, the one that's out here now that won't seem to leave us alone. Yeah, with people having breathing, thanks so much. Why don't you try that? Okay. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Please just keep me updated and let me know what your outcome is on any of the things that I discussed because I like to be able to put that up on the board to let people. I won't use your name if you don't want me to use it. I can put it as a after a video or something of that nature. I can put it out to let everybody know that you tried something and it worked. But if you don't want to put your name out there, I could just say that I have some references of people that tried it and this is what they did. You're Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So yes, with turmeric, so people it helps with your breathing problems. So it's a superfood. It really is. You can cook with it. Um, it fights cancer and it eases depression. So you know anyone that's dealing with depression, just recommend turmeric for them. Recommend turmeric. I put turmeric in my smoothies, and it's very strong. So I don't put but a pinch, and I probably shouldn't say a pinch because Southern people, we don't measure. But I put just a dash in there, but that dash could be just make sure it's not too much because it is very strong. But it's again, it's another cancer fighter. And if you guys haven't realized everything that I've mentioned today, combo that you should not try. Hmm, I wouldn't say that. I would actually try them all at in different times. I would not do it all at the same time because if you have an allergic reaction to something, you need to know what it is. So I would probably start off by trying one or the other. Just start off with maybe trying ginger and then trying turmeric. Because, like I said in the beginning, or you'll sit at the end, ask your doctor. Because, again, I'm not a doctor, everybody knows that, but you want to be able to do a process of elimination. So, if you have an allergic reaction to something, it doesn't work, you need to be able to tell your doctor or your physician what it was that you had. But I do ginger and I do celery and spinach. I do those three together. I do turmeric with my berries. So I don't really have a specific one that I do. Sometimes I'm just happy with the seasonings and I just dump it in my smoothie and keep it moving. So I get in the nutshell, turmeric is a major component with those that suffer with inflammation. And that is the one thing. I take turmeric, I put it a little bit in, and turmeric is hard to dissolve. I will put turmeric in a container with some warm water, let it melt, and then I drink turmeric water all day. So it helps with inflammation. So if you know anybody dealing with inflammation, turmeric is their way to go. Turmeric and ginger. And I think this is actually the last one, which is going to be wheatgrass. And wheatgrass is really, it was strange when I started using wheatgrass, but it is high in nutrients and antioxidants. And I ended up buying one that was in a powdered form, and I bought it from Amazon. But then I started to do more research, and I went to the farmers market and I bought fresh wheatgrass from the farmers market. And then I have a way of drying out because I also grow stevia. So I dry it out, and then I let it, and then I grind it so to get into the powdery form, and then I use it in my smoothies, or if with stevia, I use it in my tea and things like that. So wheatgrass is a good one. It's a cancer killer. It aids in your blood sugar. It alleviates, there's that word again, inflammation. We as humans, we are really not only people with MS and diseases, we all suffer with inflammation. So if you talk with your physician, they probably more than likely will tell you, yes, we do all suffer with inflammation in one way, shape, form, one way or another. We do suffer with inflammation. I don't know why our body loves inflammation, but it does. But if you have a good digestive tract, which is one thing that we have to get used to getting our digestive tract in order, a lot of these things won't bother us because as soon as we eat it, guess what? We digest it, we pass it out. So that's what we have to try and get our bodies to have a healthy digestive tract. Kombucha is one that helps with your digestive tract. I love, love, love kombucha, and I'm actually trying to start making kombucha. Has anybody tried kombucha before? So again, with wheatgrass, it also helps with promotes weight loss. Uh, oh my goodness, you should try kombucha. It is fermented tea. It's really good. They have one that's called Ginger Aid, and it's so tasty. It has, because it's fermented. First time hearing of it. Oh, you know what? Wonder if I should. Okay, so yes, try kombucha. I will send the information to you, and you can give it a try. Um, but it's really good. I like it a lot. But it tells you to not drink. They're normally in like a 12-ounce bottle, but they tell you not to drink the full 12 ounces because it's fermented, which means that it has a hint of alcohol in it. So, so if you drink all of it, you may be a little tipsy, but it doesn't. It's not like drinking gin or rum or anything like that. It's just fermented tea, but it helps with your digestive tract. And they come in all sorts of flavors, which I like that a lot. I know, right? I don't need any help with being in that situation. I'm already a wobbly person with my MS. I stand up and fall. And it dissolved her gas, her gallstones. Really awesome. I would have had surgery for the removal of my gallstones. I did not know it removed her gallstones. That's awesome. You see how powerful that stuff. And I hate to say this because I don't want anybody that's a doctor to come after me or anybody to come after me and tell me that I'm disobeying or being negative. But I was all natural before I became diagnosed with MS, and I did not take an aspirin. I found a natural remedy for everything that I could do to keep from taking medication. Exactly, because then that's exactly my point. There's so much out there that's natural that we can take that we don't have to take all this stuff that they are making money off of us from. And I'm just saying, I'm just saying, and the only reason I'm committed to being consistent, except for one time a year, for taking my MS medicine is because I tell my doctor, can I at least have a break? Because you know what he told me? He said, your medicine stays in your system for 2 years. then why the heck do I take it every day? So I take a month off. Zero side effect. Exactly. The only side effect you're going to have is if you're allergic to it. But you know what? There's another whole story about it being allergic to things. The reason we are allergic to things is because of the fact that we were never introduced to it properly. So people that says my child has a peanut allergy. Okay. Everybody's allergic to everything. Hey, Garosi. Hey, thank you for coming in. So everybody's allergic to everything that's foreign to our body. So you're going to react to it. But if you keep giving it to them, guess what? They're not going to react to it. I have my say about that allergy thing. I'm allergic to penicillin, but guess what? After doing it for so many years, guess what? I'm not allergic to it anymore. They say I'm allergic to milk and dairy products. Well, I don't eat it anyway because I'm vegan, but I ate it all my life and was never allergic to it. I was brought up on milk and eggs and cheese and all that stuff, and I never had a problem with it. But then all of a sudden, they give me this test that says I'm allergic to it. They said that I'm allergic to pecans. We had pecan trees in our yard. We ate pecans every day, all day. Never had any problems with it. Strawberries. They say I'm allergic to strawberries. I grow strawberries. I eat strawberries. Love strawberries. Now I do break out with little red rash or something of that nature, but never a need for me to grab an EpiPen and stab myself. So that's the thing about allergic reaction. So, but again, we have things here on this earth that was put here to help us. Just think about back in the day when they didn't have medicine. How the heck did those people get around? How the heck did they get over their illness? They used natural home remedies. They did not use what is that stuff called that they're saying people are getting attached to, and they oh god, what is it called? Uh, I, I don't even want to. Yes, exactly. That what is that drug that they're telling people they're getting attached to it? Oh god, it's one that I don't know. Natural is the way to go. You are exactly right. For your hair, for your skin, for your nails, for your body, natural. The thing about it is when you do natural, you gotta make sure that where you get it from is truly organic. So they'll label things organic and they're really not organic. So, but we have to take it how we get it. That's why we try to grow 99% of our stuff because of the fact that we know exactly. So if we get sick, guess what? We know why we got sick. It came from our house. So, and I think that was the last slide that I was talking about for all of the things that we actually um, that I wanted to tell you today. There are other items that I want to actually bring out here because Wednesday, guys, is the day that I'm going to talk about healthy things for our bodies. So if it means that I'm going to talk about natural products that we could do to overcome illnesses. Again, I'm not a doctor. I speak from experience. So if I'm going to talk about things that is going to help you, I want to start doing that. But I live in New York, so it's hard to grow our own stuff out here. Yeah, but you know what? Can you go to the do you guys have farmers where you are? I know they do have farmers markets, but you may have to go to like a farmers market. And I know here, I'm in Georgia. I have family in New York. They're in Rochester, and I have family in Mount Vernon. So I don't know if you're anywhere near that. But we go to the market, the farmers market, and our farmers market tell us exactly where the stuff comes from. It tells us if it came from China, if it came from Mexico, wherever it came from. Colorado. Colorado is a good state to grow stuff. But you may want to start a garden on your porch or in your house, like a herb garden. That's the idea, because most of your nutritional things is going to come from your herbs. So you may want to try an indoor herb garden. I have an indoor herb garden, and it's wonderful. But again, on Wednesdays, I'm going to talk about nutritional things. Sometimes I may cook something. I will send you, are you on Instagram? If you're on Instagram, I will send you a picture of what I did for my herb garden for inside. And I can give you some suggestions of what grows on the inside very well. And I don't know if you have like a back porch, or can you put your Instagram out on the in the chat for me, please, so that I can have it and I can send you some information on that. So again, Wednesdays I'm going to do nutritional things. So whether it's healthy foods or healthy natural things that we can do, remedies, home remedies, and things of that nature. It may not be about food. It may be a remedy on how to heal a burn. It may be a remedy on how to get rid of facial hair. It may be something that's going to be pertaining to the body that's healthy. So that's what my goal is for Wednesdays. Okay, awesome. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So I'll send you a picture of what I did, and I'll send you a link to, not a link, but I'll send you some suggestions on your Instagram. Also on Fridays, I am going to do Fitness Fridays, but I'm also sometimes I may be cooking and doing fitness. Like this Friday, I have not posted a food video in a couple of weeks now. And oh no, no, I love to share information with people. Hey, somebody, we have to share. We got to love each other hard, because we don't, who's going to do it for us? I have a giving heart. I love helping people. Love, 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 love it. So yeah, so Friday I'm gonna do I'm gonna do Fiesta Friday. So I haven't done Fiesta Friday in a while, and I don't even know the last time I cooked. What was the last time I cooked? Does anybody remember? Monday. I didn't do Meatless Monday, and I didn't do Comfort Food Wednesday. So ooh, I'm a slacker. So I've got to get something out on Friday. So sometimes I may do a premiere. As a matter of fact, I might premiere my meatless. Sorry, I may premiere my Fiesta Friday, and then have people to come over from the premiere over to my live so that I can talk to them about Fitness Friday. Especially after they see me eating all that food, they're really gonna laugh. So that's my deal. Is Mondays is my Mortgage Monday. So I'm gonna talk about financing, mortgages, credit, home buyers, refinances, investment. I'm going to talk about that on Mondays. I'm doing them in different segments, so it's going to be a little bit each time. I try to stay on for a minimum of at least an hour. I would love to do it 2 hours, but when I run out of things to talk about, if it's not a chat that's going to be um, constantly giving information, and I'm just learning to do this, so there may be a time that I end up like Tiffany Chanel with a 3 hour chat. That would be wonderful. So on Mondays, that's what I do. Is Mondays is my mortgage Mondays. Wednesday is going to be my health food section, or my healthy section, and then Fridays is fitness. So with that being said, I have to give the disclaimer again. I gave you guys references on this live. I will keep my lives up. I'm not going to shut them down. Um, I gave the references of where I got a lot of the information from today. And I did have a disclaimer on here that I'm not a doctor, and to speak with your physician before starting any exercise or trying any medication or treatment. Please also please also note these are treatments that I follow, and they have worked. I forgot, I misspelled that. And they have worked for me, but everyone is different. Please, and best wishes to you guys, and God bless you. I do thank you so very much for joining me today. Did anybody have any other questions or concerns? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this running. I'm going to go out for a walk is what I'm going to do before it gets dark. Oh well, I understand, and I'm gonna leave the live up. So if you want to go back and look at the slides, you're more than welcome to do so. And if you want to look at the ones from Monday, that one is still up. I did the mortgage Monday, and then I'll do one for Friday for Fitness Friday. But I'm gonna go live every day too in the morning with me doing something, exercising or something of that nature. So thank you again for coming, and I don't want to come out of here without you guys seeing me. This is me. Hey, and thank you for joining me today. And now, niece, I will be headed out now. Thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate you. You were on duty today. Thank you. Much love. And thanks, guys. Again, make sure you give me the thumbs up. Share me out because sharing is caring. And I'll see you guys tomorrow as I'm walking. And then I'll see you Friday for Fitness Friday. See you again. Take care. God bless. Love you. Long time. Bye bye now. I'm going to leave the live up because I'm going to go ahead and go for a walk. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming. Bye bye, everybody. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you for hanging in there. Hopefully, something will work for you as well. Good night, alien believers. God bless. Thank you, Living Better. I pray something will work for you guys on this one as well. I look forward to next week's. Actually, I look forward to Fridays. I'm actually enjoying doing this too. You guys know I like talking to people. God bless you too. So Jasmine, instead of getting my tea, I'm drinking my dinner, which is my smoothie. Blueberries. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's blueberries, bananas, and raspberries. Protein shake, mix, and kale. This smoothie is the best. And so I'm going to wrap this live up in about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to start the live over again. Oh, that movie. Brain freeze, brain freeze, brain freeze, brain freeze. Thank you. So I'm going to go downstairs and hang out with the bird and roll up a bunch of yarn. So I'm going to go live again. My tea is too hot for me to drink right now, but it'll be right on time when I get downstairs. Yay, thank you. How is your mom? I'm gonna go live from that's great. Till I say hello. I'm gonna go live from my from my from my YouTube instead of StreamYard. And see I can fix the the comments because when I'm out walking, I need to get that fixed because I cannot tell when I can see people commenting, but I can't. It doesn't stay up for a long period of time, and also it doesn't. After the live, I don't see it, so I have to figure out how to make those comments stick, so I can see them after I finish walking, and then I can come back and tell everybody thank you or respond to them because I can see. And sometimes, most time, 9 times out of 10, I will not have my specs on, and I cannot see. Let's see how I can say. I cannot walk with my glasses on. I cannot see to walk with my glasses on. Never got used to that, and but I definitely cannot see the comments without the glasses. So it's just like, ugh. So I got to figure out how to make those comments stick so that I can see them after the live. My mom was funny. She actually screenshot the comments and sent them to me. She says, I was just talking to you. You didn't answer. I said, that's because I didn't see it. So I could see somebody commenting, but I couldn't see what they were saying. It's always the best at the very end. I can't get any more. Jasmine, how's the weather up there? We had a little cold snap the other day, which was horrible. I need to mute this so y'all can't hear me sucking through the straw, the every last drop. Let's see. Man, that was good. It's gone. It's gone. That's so nice. What, the cold snap was nice, or but it got better. It was more. I think we were 70 yesterday. I think it was 70, and then it got to 80. And I was like, oh no, don't go on fire. I don't like the hot. So Jasmine, the picture I had was from my book. Whenever we would do things, we would take pictures, and some of the pictures that I have is actually going into my book, but that's one that's not going into my book. So I figured, pretty good. It's still raining. Oh, yeah. Anytime it rains up, wait a minute. You guys got a lot of pollen up there. You could not come here. We wash our car at 7:30 in the morning. By 7:45, it'll look like we have put water on it. That pollen is horrible here in Georgia. But my friend left. My best friend left Georgia. She's from Tennessee, but she moved. She lived here the last 2 years of high school. Her mom moved here. She worked for AT&T, and they transferred her here. So that's when I met her, and we became best friends. And she had really, 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 I imagine like you, really bad allergies. I don't have the allergies. My mom has really bad allergies too. And my niece, all of them, I'm the only one that didn't get allergies. I'm like, I guess I ended up with MS. Go figure. So anyway, she moved and left Georgia and she moved to Maryland and to Baltimore. She moved to Baltimore. I know it's Baltimore, Maryland. But she said that it was really she could deal with it. But then she was supposed to come back to Georgia. No, I got that wrong. She went to North Carolina. From North Carolina, she moved to Maryland. And then she stayed up in Maryland for a few years. The ice got the best of her. She slipped and fell, and we're in our 50s. So when she fell, it messed her up pretty bad. And then she moved. She was going to move back to Georgia, but she ended up moving back to her hometown in Tennessee. But I was told that the best place to go when you have allergies is to Arizona. And we were going to move to Tempe, Arizona, when I was um, moving around in the mortgage business. And I got a job offer to go to Tempe, Arizona, and that's like college town. Well, parts of it is college town, but for the most part, it was elderly people, and I was fine with that. But we ended up not moving there because I wanted to stay here because my grandparents were getting up in age, and I was like, it's different if something were to happen and I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, or if I was in Alabama or Louisiana, because I can get to them within 7 hours. But from Arizona to Georgia back then, yeah, it's a yeah, it's bad struggle. Yes, it is. But when we moved, but I couldn't see myself getting to my grandparents in town because back then there was not an airline that came direct into Georgia. Couldn't believe it because Hartsville is the one of the busiest airports, but back then it wasn't. So I turned the job down because I wanted to be close to my grandparents. So that's why I didn't go to Arizona. I have a niece in Arizona and some nephews, but and then I have family in California. But I just decided to stay here because I want to be here with my grandparents. Now my grandparents are gone on both sides, and now my reason for not wanting to move is because my mom is here, my mom and my dad. So so I decided. I said, well, why don't we just do the RV thing, get the RV, and just travel. We'll be home. We'll be out for 6 months at a time. So that's what we're trying to do. Yep. What are you taking for your allergies? It's so funny. My phone is quicker than my laptop. I get your response on my laptop than before I get it on my laptop. No, I get your response on my phone before I get it on my laptop. Because you know I have some remedies for allergies. But before I would tell you, of course, you would have to make sure that you can take it because I don't want to be responsible for nothing that go wrong if you take it. It's not a prescription or anything. It's just natural herbs, so you'll have to. you know, take one at a time just to see if it works. Make sure you don't have any allergies in it, any allergic reactions to it. Two inhalers. Wow. Ooh. You ever use the what is that called? The Medipot, where you clear out your sinuses, your sinus passages. I wonder. Yeah, they sell that at the pharmacy, and it's like a, how do I explain it? You would put your, hey Stardale, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. We had a we were talking earlier about different remedies, natural remedies, and we're actually getting ready to close down the live and do another one in about 5 minutes. Did you want me to put the slides back up for you? Just let me know yes or no. But Jasmine, what you do, it's like a pot, and it has um, water, like a humidifier type, and you put your face in it, and it opens up, and then everything just drains out. Your passageway just drains out. Sure, I'll put them up. Just a second. Did I close them down? There we go. Excuse me. So starting, we were talking about several types of remedies that is good for your body, for the health of your body. Um, and of course, I have to give a disclaimer that I'm not a doctor, and I'm only speaking from my own personal experiences, and I have references for you. I'm going to make this bigger for you. So we talked about being consistent and having good habits, and it has been proven that when you're consistent, you tend to do things more efficiently, and you build yourself up to having, I'm sorry, you build yourself up to having better ways of doing things. And that we also talked about with, and I'm looking at your comments too. So if you have any comments, you can, questions, you can put them in the chat and I can see them. There are actually 5 reasons why that it's recommended that why consistency is an important habit. And of course, it's because it gives you discipline and self-control. It builds a higher level of trust. It leads to progress. And the biggest one is being accountable. It gives you accountability for your own actions. And finally, it will stand out. You'll be noticed. So the smaller actions will actually stand out for you, makes you stand out. So for instance, like if you do something on YouTube, for example, if you do a vlog of your city every Wednesday, if you do, even if it's 10 minutes, if you do it every week, people, expect that and they respect that because they know you do it every week. So I said all of this to let people know that just, to be consistent. And as humans, we tend to give up easily because we don't get results right away. And with that being said, um, things doesn't happen overnight. So with the remedies that I was showing, I was telling you don't try and take it 1 week and think that it works in a week, and if it doesn't, you give up, because you have to do things in moderation. You just have to do it. You have to be consistent with it, and if you're consistent with it, then you will see the changes. Then I talked about having, like, pretty much as it says here, we have pieces. There's always missing pieces to puzzles, and for instance, this puzzle is our body. I cannot diagnose you, nor can I say what is missing. I'm speaking today from my personal experiences, and I pray you research your symptoms and find the natural products that you will find the missing pieces to the puzzle. We talked about apple cider vinegar and all of its benefits. Apple cider vinegar has been around for a very, very, very long time, and it's apple cider vinegar with the mother. It's been around for a long time. It started out where people used it for since the mid-centuries. They were using it for cooking and for medicine and even cleaning. So it has a lot of health benefits, mostly dealing with lowering your blood sugar, managing diabetes. Also use apple cider vinegar for weight loss. You can use it for actually healing colds, bacteria. Keeps a happy and healthy bacteria in the gut. And I use it for heartburn, and that much I can attest to. It's perfect for heartburn. And it also promotes alkaline in the body, and it's a cancer fighter because cancer cannot grow when there's alkaline in the body. So apple cider vinegar is a must do. And we talked about garlic. Garlic boosts the immunity, so it's also a cancer killer. And mostly everything we talked about today, it had an effect on blocking and or preventing cancer cells. It also helped with your blood sugar, uh, your cardiovascular system, and inflammation. And I spoke about it because inflammation is big for me. I'm a multiple sclerosis patient, and it will also help with that. Garlic was the next one. Of course, like I said, garlic. Somebody else came in too, and I did not see who you are. You may be in the bushes, and that's perfectly okay. Just thumbs me up, please. And also, thank you for coming. But garlic, again, it works as an anti-inflammatory, so it helps with that. It's for cardiovascular health. It improves your cholesterol level. And it also, the one that I didn't know about until I did a little more research on it, it also helps with hair and skin, and it protects your food. So the same as antibacterial products as in fresh garlic can kill the bacteria that leads to food poisoning, including Salmonella, E. coli. So garlic can be used as a substitute for proper food sanitation and food handling. But most importantly, I felt that garlic tastes good in your food. It's super yummy. Ginger was one that we talked about. And as soon as I get off the live, I'm going downstairs to get my ginger tea because I made me some tea. But ginger curbs the cancer growth also. It lowers your blood sugar. It lowers cholesterol. It protects against diseases. I didn't know that it was healthy it keeps your mouth healthy. I didn't know that. It calms you from being nauseous. It actually, if you have sore muscles, it's good for sore muscles. And it's not going to prevent you from having sore muscles, but if you are to have sore muscles, it will help you with that. And it eases arthritis symptoms. And it also, again, it promotes your healthy mouth. And then turmeric was one that we talked about. And turmeric is also, it's related to ginger. They're all grown in the same region. Um, it has a yellow color, an orange yellow color. It's very, let's see how I want to say this. It's spicy, but not a hot spicy. It's very strong. I guess I could say it like that. It's strong. I use it in my juices. I use it in I drink turmeric water. I use it. It's good for inflammation. So it lowers your cholesterol. It helps with diabetes, type 2 diabetes, depression. It fights off infections. It does a lot. Turmeric is a beast. Turmeric is the major component with those that suffers with inflammation. Again, that's what I suffer with multiple sclerosis. So that's why I walk around with turmeric water. It's a cancer fighter. So does ginger and turmeric do about the same thing? I think turmeric is a little more so than ginger, but it's from the same family. See, some ginger doesn't do the inflammation, whereas turmeric does. But it is a cancer fighter, just like ginger is, and it lowers the cholesterol as well as fight off diseases, infections, and things of that nature. So turmeric does a little more than ginger, and I don't know. As a matter of fact, if you go to the market and buy it, like at the farmers market and whatnot, we grow it here at our home. But if you go and try and purchase it in the farmers market and whatnot, it actually is going to um, it's going to cost more. Turmeric costs more than it does than ginger does. And then the last one, I keep looking down because I'm getting messages. I'm sorry. Wheatgrass. We talked about wheatgrass, and I use wheatgrass in my juices, but I also found it at the farmers market. You can get it, wash it, clean, put it in a dehydrator, dry it out like I do most of my stevia because I grow stevia. And then I turn it into a powder substance and I put it in my juice. It actually, and I meant to say it on the live earlier, and I hope that they go back and listen, they will hear it. But it also helps with your liver function. That's wheatgrass. It helps with your liver function. It promotes weight loss, inflammation, and I tried to get the ones that was big on my part, which was the inflammation. And it kills cancer cells. So everything that I pretty much talked about today did two main things, and well, actually three: your blood sugar, cancer, and inflammation. I guess you could say cholesterol. So they all pretty much did the same thing, but turmeric was very, very powerful because one of the ladies that was in the live, Living Better with Style, she said that she had a friend, I think, or a niece or somebody that went to the hospital with gallstones, and they did turmeric, and the gallstones dissolved from the turmeric, from drinking the turmeric water. We talked about garlic being used in water also because my grandmother used to put garlic cloves in water, and she would drink garlic water. It's garlic is also good if you have animals. If you have a dog, you can put a garlic clove in the bottom of their water container and two pennies. It depends on how big of a container it is. They won't get fleas. Fleas don't like garlic and pennies. It's something about the copper and the garlic mixture. They won't get fleas. And I got that from my veterinarian. So, um, but wheatgrass is another good one. It's really good in your smoothies and whatnot. And I asked questions about if anybody thought that I should And I didn't think to do so, but I could have given you guys some recipes or even some um, directions on how to make smoothies or using ginger or either wheatgrass because I do a ginger green smoothie and it's good. I do a ginger lemonade and they're all good. So what I think I might do is next week when I do my Wednesday health, I will do some a video prior to me going live with a smoothie. I am going to go live Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. My Mondays, of course, is my Mortgage Monday, where I talk about mortgages, home ownership, real estate, financing, credit, and each segment is different, but I want to do that every Monday. I will do that. That's a 2 hour video. I'm sorry, 2 hour live. And then on Wednesday is my fitness. No, I'm sorry, Wednesday is my health. And it will be a segment of either on natural herbs, natural healing products. It could be something as simple as how to take care of a burn. It could be something as powerful as how to um, uh, kill how to overcome a flu. It can be something based on that, but it's all going to be health pertaining to health. And then on Friday is fitness. So just want to let you know I will be going out 3 times a week live with 3 topics. And again, Monday is mortgage or finance, Wednesday is health, and Friday is fitness. So I may do a video prior to me going live, and then I will ask people to leave the premiere and come over to the live. So if you could spread the word, and I will make sure I always put it out on the community tab and mention somebody. And if you would like for me to send you information as to when I'm going live, I'll be happy to mention you or send it to you on. Oh, you're very welcome, Sardam. But if you want me to let you know the next time I'm going live with something in particular, I can send it to you on Instagram. Are we on Instagram together? And if we are not, if you don't mind giving me your Instagram information in the chat, I'll make sure that you get a notification when I'm going live. You are much, much welcome. You're very welcome. I appreciate you coming in. And I haven't played any games with you on any other lives lately. So, with that being said, I am going to go ahead and shut the live down. I am going to go into another part of my house and go live again. And I will be sitting there with my bird. And anybody wants to come in and chit chat with me, I'm going to be rolling up a whole slew of yarn. But if you want to join me, I will be back on in about maybe I'll make it at 10 o'clock. So if you want to come back in at 10, you're more than welcome to join me. I would appreciate it. Anytime you come in to give me the thumbs up, share me out. And if you're on Instagram, starting, I am on Instagram, and I'll go ahead and put my Instagram in here if you want to follow me on Instagram, and I will send you that information as well. My Instagram is so long, long story also, and I will just go ahead and send this to you. Here we go, underscore. Connection. Oh Lord, I cannot type. Okay, there we go. It is there. So again, guys, I'm getting ready to shut down. Thank you so much for coming. Jasmine, thank you for hanging in there with me. You are a trooper, girl. And I will see you guys later. I'll be going live again in about 15 minutes. from downstairs in my sunroom. So I'll see you then. Love you long time. Let me take this off and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.